public hearing. So.
Councilman Sabo.
Present.
Councilman Spurlock.
Here.
Councilman DeFlippo.
Here.
Councilwoman Marker.
Here.
She's online yet.
Councilman Strider.
Here.
Councilman Lilly.
Here.
Councilman Reimer.
Here.
Councilwoman Walker.
Here.
Mayor Mullins.
Here.
Their quorum.
Please stand. Councilman Reimer. Listen to a word of prayer, please.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful day you've given us. We thank you for the watch care over each one of us so we could be here tonight. And we want a special prayer for the people in Kentucky that's lost everything. Don't let us forget about what they're going through, especially the 37 that's lost their lives. Dear God, just keep in our thoughts and prayers that only you'll take good care of the families. These things we ask in your name.
Thank you, Council. Please remain standing for pledge allegiance, Margie.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Need a motion to approve the minutes of previous meeting, please. Is there a second? Second. Second by Councilman DeFlippo. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion passes. City's monthly financial statement. Councilman Sabo.
Yes, sir, make a motion to accept the financial statement for filing.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Walker. Any discussion on that? All in favor, signify by saying aye, please. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you all. Petitions, communications, and public hearings. Item A is to have a public hearing concerning the amending the section 1709.1, Article 1709 regarding the state building code, which I believe is just house cleaning, right, Michael?
Yes, that's correct, Mayor.
So we'll open the floor for any public comments on this topic, state building code. Anybody? Okay, thank you. We'll close the public hearing. We move on to item B. If you'd read the title, please, Margie.
An ordinance to amend Section 1709.01 of Article 1709 of the City Code of the City of South Charleston concerning the State Building Code.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Lilly. Any discussion on this one? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Aye. Oh, gosh, scare me to death. Okay. Item C, if you read the resolution, please, Margie.
A resolution to waive the open container law, endorse the application for a Class S WV ABCC beer license for Summerfest 2022.
There's a motion to approve this resolution.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Duflippo. Any discussion on this one? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Resolution passes. Thank you all. Consideration of any bids. Councilman Cyborg.
Yes, sir, we have,
I'm sorry, did I miss something?
you missed ordinance, the lease
I
agreement.
don't have a D on mine.
Here, buddy, you got the new revised.
Oh, here, I got it over here. Thank you. I got it. I'm sorry. I was looking up my thing. Okay. If you read the title, please, Margie. Item D.
An ordinance authorizing the financing of the acquisition, construction, improvement, development, and equipping of real property located along and around Jefferson Road, South Charleston, West Virginia, for the City of South Charleston through the issuance by the South Charleston Municipal Building Commission, the Building Commission, of its lease revenue bonds, Jefferson Road Development Project, Series 2022B, taxable, in an aggregate principal amount not to exceed $20 million, the bonds, authorizing the City of South Charleston to enter into a contract of lease purchase with the Building Commission, authorizing the execution and delivery of other documents, instruments, agreement, and certificates, and authorizing the taking of all other actions related to the foregoing.
Is there a motion to pass to a second reading, please?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Adam. Councilman Strider. Any discussion on this one? It's not a roll call, is it? On first reading, right?
Second will be
Second will be right, okay. Any discussion or comments? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you all. Okay. Now, bids, Councilman Sopple.
Yes, sir, the first is a motion to accept bids for the library air conditioning unit repairs. Finance Committee, South Charleston City Council has met and considered the following bids, which were obtained in accordance with the provisions of the South Charleston Charter and ordinances, and after careful consideration, it's the recommendation of the Finance Committee to authorize the repair Perfection Group for compressor replacement, RTU, $14,471.00. All items are within the budget amounts for these purchases and will be paid for by City Hall building maintenance funds for fiscal year 23. This is a
Is
motion.
there a second?
Second.
Second by
Tommy Spurlock.
Tom Spurlock. Yeah, I'm sorry. Any discussion on this one? Roll call vote, please, Mark.
Councilman Sabol?
Yes.
Councilman Spurlock?
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Marker?
Yes.
Councilman Strider?
Yes.
Councilman Lilly?
Yes.
Councilman Reimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker?
Yes.
Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
It is unanimous vote.
Anything else, Councilman?
Yes, the next is bid for cybersecurity insurance for the fiscal year 2023. The Finance Committee of the South Charleston City Council has met and considered the following bids, which are advertised in accordance with the provisions of the South Charleston Charter and ordinances, and after careful consideration, it is the recommendation of the Finance Committee to award the following bids: Centurion Insurance, Lloyd's of London, for cybersecurity in the amount of $36,707.51. All items are budget amounts and purchase will be paid for fiscal year 2023 funds.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Reimer. Any discussion on this one? Roll call vote, please, Mark.
Councilman Sabol?
Yes.
Councilman Spurlock?
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Marker?
Yes.
Councilman Strider?
Yes.
Councilman Lilly?
Yes.
Councilman Reimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker?
Yes.
And Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
That is unanimous vote.
Anything else, Councilman?
The last is a motion to accept bids for underwriter placement agent. The Finance Committee of the South Charleston City Council has met and considered the following bids, which are obtained in accordance with the provisions of the South Charleston Charter and ordinances. And after careful consideration, it's the recommendation of the Finance Committee to authorize the following professional service: Piper Sandler underwriter placement agent, at a fee of 2% of par amount of bond issue. All items are within the budget amounts for these purchases and will be paid for the proceeds from the issued bonds.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Lilly. Any discussion on this one? Roll call vote, please, Marge.
Councilman Cybold?
Yes.
Councilman Spurlock?
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Marker?
yes,
Councilman Strider?
Yes.
Councilman Lilly?
Yes.
Councilman Reimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker?
Yes.
And Mayor Moore?
Yes.
Stays unanimous vote.
Is that it, Jamie?
Yes, sir, that's
Okay,
it.
thank you. Okay, report from department heads. Any department head reports?
Give me a report on that opioid.
You can. Yeah.
Just want to update everyone. So,
I'm sorry.
Hey, Mayor.
Hey, Chief. How you doing, Chief?
Can you hear me okay?
I can. You got something to report on? We can go to you first.
Yeah, I was just going to, about that chlorine this morning at the tablet plant.
Right.
Everything went good with it. The guys did great. Good assistance with the PD on it. There was a few little hiccups, but it wasn't on our side. Something that me and CW is going to get together with to get straightened out with notification. They've had some issues with the siren behind Station 1. That's one of the problems. It didn't activate, so that was one of the problems we had this morning. But the media was pretty good about getting it out on the news, and the KC Ready app worked real well, and people that had weather apps should have worked pretty good on those too. It could have been a lot worse than what it was, but they was able to get it under control pretty quick.
Chief, was that on the ordinance side or the other side? It was on the ordinance center side, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's in the ordinance center.
That's what I thought.
The tablet plant.
Okay. Yeah, everything I saw about it, read about it, heard about it, everything went pretty good from our end. So tell the guys, great job. We appreciate it.
I will.
Anything else, Chief?
Nope, that's it.
Anybody have any questions about this? Got me out of bed about 6, so I was up, but I had to go outside. I thought, is that siren I'm hearing out there?
I heard that chattering.
Shelter in place. Now I gotta go outside and see what's going on. But anyway, okay, Michael's floor is yours. Sorry about that.
no problem at all. We talked about 5 months ago about this opioid settlement distribution. It's been a slow process for obvious reasons. I just received a 100-page settlement agreement between the distributors and the West Virginia subdivisions. We'll have 60 days to sign the participation form, and once Attorney Webb receives all of the executed forms, that will start a 60-day clock for the disbursement of the first $50 million. I've sent Rick and the mayor Exhibit G, which will be the settlement participation form that needs to be signed. It'll take me a while to get through here and review this, but it appears that, that we have the same allocation, 0.885.1%. And of course, a lot of the terms are basic and a lot are very complicated, but we'll review them, get back to the administration, and hopefully get the form back, as well as other municipalities and political subdivisions to start that clock running. And then it'll sort of be a rollout. I think Rusty provided Amy Goodwin with a memo of all the distributors and agreement they have for the basic rollout provisions, and I'm going to ask him to do the same for us. So I'll keep you guys posted, but at least it looks like we're moving forward at this point.
So how often are they obligated to pay each tranche of, and the tranches are 50 million?
I think, I didn't bring the other memo he sent to Amy, but it seemed to be somewhat in that range, I think $40 to $50 million. And I think it's just a rollout.
How often do they, because they did the one settlement is 163 million, and they had one settlement of 99 million. So they got 263 or so. So, I mean, do they pay it every 6 months? They pay it?
Well, that's what I asked him to provide,
Yeah.
and there was a memo that was sent to Amy that had the rollout per each distributor. So I think that was part of their agreement, was when those funds would be dispersed. So I'll try to provide that update next time.
did they go forward with because the federal court case, he ruled that they didn't have, that the nuisance law didn't apply.
Right. And
And
that's
that
an
was-
appeal. I think they're appealing that ruling, trying to come in from a different angle.
But the state went forward with their case against the same distributors, correct?
I believe so, and that's.
And that's the big ones, that's
Right.
Purdue, Cardinal, and,
McKesson. I had a whole list.
no, Purdue's already settled, I think.
McKesson was in here. I had a
And
list.
Amsterdam, Berkeley, or whatever.
But I'll circulate the memo that he sent to Charleston. That rollout will be the same. Really, the only differences would be the percentage in the memo. So I'll try to get that out tomorrow.
Thank you, Mike. Any questions on that, guy? Anybody? Okay, anybody else have anything? Department heads, council members, any questions from department heads?
I need,
Yes, sir.
I want to compliment Councilman Sabo. A couple of weeks ago, he spent.
Why?
I know. This is unbelievable. He spent
We're
all
all
day
wondering it.
cleaning the front of the library, pulling the weeds and the debris out, and then putting mulch in there. So,
Lily, Hannah, you can go ahead and release his paycheck now. Then.
yeah, he might need a raise.
You might,
Well, that was great of you, Jamie. That's good.
Thank you, Councilman. We appreciate your in-kind labor. That's good.
Got me out of the house.
There's just love all around.
Thank you, thank you.
Glad to do it.
Councilman Lilly, aren't you on that board too? Did you not try to help out or what?
He didn't even ask.
Bob drew by.
Threw me a bottle of water.
Bob drove by this way that you.
And I said, what is this mess over here?
No, there was one patron that came back with a bottle of water.
Is that right?
And then I will add to that, when I was finished, I went up to the convenience store to get a Gatorade, and I was going to come back and look at it. When I came back, there was a car out front, and I had piles, because I knew Gerald's guys would be great about picking them up. And there was some guy out, and he was kicking them. I thought, oh, man. And so I get up there, and he's got a South Charleston Sanitary Board shirt. It's in his personal use vehicle. Next thing I know, he's got bags out, and he's picking all the stuff up. I said, I'll just make it easier for Monday morning. So Gerald will have to tell you who it was.
His vacuum came.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he just driving by like I was, and he said, hey, there's a pile of crap, I better pick it up.
Matt's a dandy.
Yeah, and he bagged it all up, and I thought, okay, it'll be piled up for Monday. No, he took it, put it in the dumpster. I mean, it was,
Our guys are in.
Matt,
yeah, I mean, it was great.
Matt's he's one of our old school guys still around.
Yeah.
He's good.
But, you know, you see this car and some out there kicking what you just piled up. I thought, every time the fight's over.
They better just leave Matt alone.
No, I said, man, can I help? He said, no, it's all right, you
Yeah,
did it.
he's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. Okay, but anything else? Anybody? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second? All in favor? Meeting adjourned.